Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. So, like everyone else, I heard that Rob Reiner was murdered with his wife in his home, and that's terrible. And when I was kind of, remembering Rob Reiner, I was like, well, yeah, we had just finished watching, like the night before, the new Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues movie, which, by the way, I know the reviews were a little mixed on it, I think, but we loved it. We thought it was really funny. So, but I think my husband and I are getting easier to please as we get older because we just thought it was hilarious. We're like, why were there sort of mixed reviews? It was great. But I was thinking about the movies that Rob Reiner, well, first of all, he was, of course, in one of my all-time favorite TV shows, All in the Family. He was Meathead. And growing up, I watched All in the Family all the time. I thought it was awesome. I liked All in the Family and David Letterman and, those kind of shows. Well, a lot of my friends were into like Grease, but I was more into that kind of humor. Anyway, but then as I started looking into the movies he directed, because I knew he had directed A Few Good Men and When Harry Met Sally, I was real surprised. I had either not known or forgotten how many, of the great movies he directed. So I just thought today we could just write them down. Just think about them. I don't know. maybe I'll try to put them in order, but that would be almost impossible. So one of his not one of his very earliest film that he directed, and he starred in it too, is the movie This is Spinal Tap. And if you have not watched This is Spinal Tap, it holds up. I watched it, I don't know, a few years back for the 100th time, and it is as good as it ever was, I think. It's fun. It's a rockumentary kind of thing, the first of its sort, I guess, about a band, Spinal Tap, who's kind of on the way out. And Rob Reiner plays the part of documentarian, which he also, kind of was in real life, even though it's a fake, But they all improvised, I think, almost all their lines. I think they did completely. And it is so well done that if you don't know any better, you'll think it's real band. And it is completely unscripted, but not awkward in any way. It's really good. So anyway, highly recommend that. And then there's probably, well, I don't want to give away my ratings, but I will say this might be one of my favorite movies. I always say Jaws or something, but I absolutely love, and maybe it was just came out at the exact right moment for me, but the movie Stand By Me. It's based on a Stephen King short story. And a lot of times Stephen King doesn't transfer to screen, but that's a great one. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And that came out in, I think, 1986 when I was 16, probably 15. It just hit me right, It just hit me at that right time. And I had the soundtrack to Stand By Me, and I listened to it all the time. And I really think it kind of informed my musical taste for the rest of my life. I always like that kind of retro, but old school kind of rock and roll and stuff. I'm just into that. The other thing, Spinal Tap came out in 84. I don't know why, but in my head, now I probably saw it in 84, but when I saw it, I thought it was an older movie. I thought it came out in the 70s because they weren't quite like the bands of the 80s. So I always thought this movie was older than it really is. It was just funny. He did a movie called The Sure Thing, which I know I saw. I'm sure I saw The Sure Thing. I remember John Cusack was in it. I just can't, I don't have much recollection of it. So I don't even know whether to put it on here. Well, I will. What I will say about The Sure Thing, this is obnoxious. No, I won't say. Okay, I will. When I would have been, that movie came out even before Stand By Me, so probably 15 or 16. But all the way up and even into college, people would come up to me and go, "Oh my God, you look like the girl from The Sure Thing." And she was like some smoking hot blonde girl. I was like, "Yes, I do, thank you." Anyway, all right. And then the movie that a lot of people would probably put at their best of list, The Princess Bride. I have to be really straight here. I think this movie came out when I was at an age where I thought this was like a kid's movie. And I think it came, well, I would have probably been 16, 17. And it just, I don't know that I even saw it in the movie theater. I'm sure I didn't. So I probably saw it much later on videotape or something. And I just didn't have the same vibe with it, or, you know, it doesn't carry the meaning I think it does for a lot of people who are just slightly younger than me, or even quite a bit younger, because people see it now like streaming or on DVD or whatever. I maybe saw it once, and I remember like Billy Crystal and Robin Wright, but I don't have any connection with that one. Now, he directed When Harry Met Sally. This movie is so amazing. I saw it in theaters. I was probably 18, and it kind of opens with Harry giving Sally a ride to college, or a ride home from college. I forget, but they didn't know each other. They were like they were like friends of friends, and that's how they meet. And then they go to New York City, and they kind of just keep having relationship through other friends or whatever, and then they become friends, and then more happens. But it is so good. It's based on like a Nora Ephron play, and it's Meg Ryan as Sally and Billy Crystal as Harry, and their best friends are Bruno Kirby and Carrie Fisher, and it's just so good. If you haven't seen it, I believe it's the best romantic comedy of all time. I said it. I love this movie so much. And we have the screenplay, and I think I made some shorts reading scenes. I think the one in the deli is behind a paywall because I was afraid I might get nicked for it or something. It's naughty. All right. So yeah, that's a great one. Now, okay, Misery, another one he directed. Oh my God, I remember going with my friend Lynn and some other friends at the time. We went and saw Misery, and we were all like squirming in the theater, and like it was a hoot because everybody in the theater's like, oh no, oh my God. It was just so exciting. This is another Stephen King, and I tell you, Rob Reiner was good at bringing Stephen King to the film and having it work. And in Misery, it's James Caan and Kathy Bates. Oh my God, Kathy Bates is so like sweet and creepy. So creepy. I remember we saw that movie, and then we all went out for Coney dogs, and we had Coney dogs and cheese fries, and it was like the best day ever. But I love the movie Misery. I love it. I think it holds up. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's so good. It's so good. And then another great movie, A Few Good Men. This is why sometimes when I film a video that has political anything like that, and I say I'm just trying to like sort out what the realities are and tell them to you, and not, you know, and I think one time I said you can handle the truth. I think it was good because there's a scene in A Few Good Men with them. But if you haven't seen this movie, it's got to be one of the top like legal dramas. Oh my god, it's so good. It has everybody. Like, okay, Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, Jack Nicholson, Kevin Bacon, Cuba Gooding Jr. I can't think. Everybody's in this movie, and they are all excellent, excellent. And then there's a scene with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson that you're like, yeah, it's so good, so good. One of the movies that I totally forgot he directed was The American President. Do you guys remember this movie? I actually loved. I've never looked up like how it rates on nowadays, but I loved it when it came out. I remember having it on. I probably got it on like a VHS tape or something, but I watched it more than once. It's Michael Douglas and Annette Bening. Yeah. Oh. And Michael J. Fox is in it. And it's kind of about this president who, he's the president, and he's like easily going to be reelected, but he falls in love with this girl, and it's kind of messing up his chances of winning the next election. I don't really remember the deets, but he has to choose. It's good. It is good. Yeah, that's a good one. These are like the biggie bigs. Well, there's a newer one that I watched a couple of years ago. I feel like maybe it was just like last year or a couple of years ago. And it's about Albert Brooks, the comedian. And it's called Albert Brooks. It's a documentary, but it's short too, if I remember correctly. Defending My Life. That was good. So if you're into comedy, I recommend that. That's a good one. And then there's others that I'm not that familiar with. I actually wrote down a couple because I didn't. Ghost of Mississippi. I don't know if I saw that. I'm just not sure. It's about Medgar Evers. And it has James. I did see this as James Wood and Whoopi Goldberg and Alec Baldwin. I did see it. I just can't really recall that one. And then there was North with, what's his name? I can picture him with the big eyes. He's in the Rings movies. Elijah Wood. I kind of recall, I know it got panned, but I kind of think I didn't hate it, but I don't really remember it. So I'm not going to write it down from my list because, and then there were some other ones. There was, Rumor Has It with Jennifer Aniston, which I'm sure that I saw. I'm sure I saw it, but I don't really remember it. And The Bucket List, which was Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. And I've heard that's good, but I haven't seen it. It felt too old. It's like some movies feel too young for me, and that movie felt too old. So I have not watched that, but if it's good, let me know. I should probably, I'm getting their age now. I should watch. There's one called The Story of Us. There was Alex and Emma. I don't think I saw those. There was one he made with his son who, unfortunately, I think his son had like schizophrenia and addiction issues. And that was, I'm sure the cause, I can't remember what that movie was called. And then there was one, LBJ, about Lyndon Johnson. That seems like something that would interest me, but the reviews on it didn't look very good, so I don't know. If you've seen that, let me know. But anyway, can you believe, isn't that wild? All these movies. So, and then, I didn't even write down the one that I said we really the Spinal Tap to The End Continues. I liked it, you guys. I liked it a lot. I laughed out loud multiple times. Now, I did watch it at home, so maybe if I paid money, I don't know. All right, so this is Spinal Tap, and the new Spinal Tap have, Rob Reiner's in it, Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, who you guys might know as Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy, Harry Shearer, Fran Drescher makes an appearance, and in both, in the new one too. And I want to say, what's the leader of the David Letterman band? I'm forgetting his name right now, but I think he shows up. I feel like. Anyway, it's a great one. Stand By Me. That one has, oh my God, Sweetie Pie River Phoenix, Will Wheaton and Corey Feldman. Jerry O'Connell is in it, which is funny. I don't know why that's funny to me. I guess I think of Jerry O'Connell now as like Real Housewives guy, because he's always talking about that. The Sure Thing I'm taking out of contention, only because I don't remember it, so it won't go into my list, because it could be great. I just don't really remember it, but I'm pretty sure that's John Cusack, I think. The Princess Bride, I may have to take it out, because I know people love it so much. I bet a lot of people, this would be their top, but I don't really remember it. I know it had Billy Crystal in it. Oh, and Robin Wright was in it. But I can't picture the other people. I just don't know their names. And When Harry Met Sally, awesome, awesome, awesome. Misery. I saw that Kathy Bates, on social media, was talking about how if it hadn't been for this movie and Rob Reiner giving her that opportunity, she doesn't know if she'd ever have, had the career she had. And that might be true. A Few Good Men, so good. So good. American President. I should rewatch this one and see if it's as good as I remember it being. The Albert Brooks documentary. I'm going to take that out. Just because it's a different sort of movie. I don't think I'll put that in my Spinal Tap. The End Continues. Okay. I always kind of hate trying to rate movies because it totally just depends on your mood and all that, I think, okay, let's start. Let me just do my initial thing and then I'll redo it. I have to see A Few Good Men again. I don't know when I last saw A Few Good Men. Okay. Oh gosh. I think maybe my top is Misery. And then When Harry Met Sally. Oh, they're so different and I love them both. A Few Good Men and then Stand By Me. And then Spinal Tap. And then Spinal Tap 2. I just haven't seen American President recently enough to say. This is tough. Really, if I were, I'd put these all like side by side. Should When Harry Met Sally go on top? Or is A Few Good Men better than I even remember it being? It's like, a movie's good when 20 years after seeing it, or 30, or however many, when did that come out? This came out early 90s. And 90, 2000, 2010, 2020. So it's been like 30 something years. I've probably seen it twice ever. Maybe this is even better. I have such clear memories. All right, I think I'm going Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, Stand By Me, This Is Spinal Tap, Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, and then The American President. And the other movies, which he has done quite a few, I have not really seen, so I can't judge them. And then I just don't remember that one. I really don't remember The Princess Bride very well. And this is really good if you want to learn about Albert Brooks. But I wouldn't rank it with here. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite of his? Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen The Bucket List. I haven't seen LBJ. Rumor has it, I don't know if I think I saw it, but I don't remember it. There's one called Alex and Emma, The Story of Us, Ghost of Mississippi, North. I just don't, those aren't coming to me enough. So, yeah, I think that's how I would put them. But on any given day, I think A Few Good Men could go up. Stand By Me could be on top. Misery could be on top. It just would depend on my mood. If I'm in the mood for like kind of scary, Misery. If I'm in the mood for like, coming of age, but Stand By Me. Few Good Men, legal drama. Harry Met Sally, romance. So kind of just, and then hilarious is either Spinal Tap, and this is also romance. I think that goes with here. But if I had to pick one of these, I'd pick When Harry Met Sally. Yeah. What do you guys think? Have you seen all these?